There's one variable that determines more than any other how well children function after divorce, and that's parents' conflict. I would say that the most profound finding on divorce in the past 4 decades is that parents' conflict is more important than divorce per se in predicting how well children function. In fact, children whose parents have a lot of conflict and who stay married, those are the children that actually have the most difficulty psychologically and have the most difficulty establishing satisfying relationships later in life. Not the children necessarily whose parents divorce. But parents also need to know that the way that they fight affects their children's bodies. I remember a long time ago I was doing field research and went into families' homes, and I was spending anywhere from 4 to 7 hours in their home. And I was interviewing and surveying, all the kids and the parents, everybody in the home. And I remember sitting on the couch with a child, Nate, who's 12 years old, sitting on the couch with him and asking him about his parents' divorce. And I remember him saying, his stomach hurt a lot. At night, his stomach would hurt. And then he would go to school and his stomach would still hurt. He had a hard time concentrating, and he was talking about how his parents fought a lot. And then I asked him, well, do you talk to your parents about their fighting? And he said, no, I don't ever talk to them about it because if I bring it up, it makes the conflict worse. That's what really bothers adolescents and young adults, is when they feel caught or torn between their parents. When children feel caught or torn between their parents, they're tugged between different loyalties. They love both of their parents, right? So they're trying to maintain these relationships and defend their parents in the presence of the other. Children feel torn when their parents make them mediaries, when they make them messengers of information. They ask them to relay information. They use inappropriate disclosures. And it could be very, very small things. So, for example, the dad says, can you just remind your mom that you have a dentist appointment on Tuesday? Easy, right? The child goes to the mom. Mom, Dad said I have a dentist appointment on Tuesday. And the mom's like, well, why didn't your dad just tell me that? Why doesn't your father ever talk to me? You tell your father he needs to talk to me more. It was a simple task. Turns into a child feeling caught. Unfortunately, when children feel caught, what they tend to do, because it creates dissonance, anxiety in their brains, right? But unfortunately, the way that they settle that dissonance is by forming an alliance with one parent against the other. And they don't mean to do it. It's just easier. Unfortunately, so they might maintain a really close relationship with one parent, but they lose the connection with the other. I don't know how many quotes I got from students in these classes that said, because of that one thing, I lost a relationship with my mom or dad for 3 years. And it's never been the same. So how else do children respond when they feel caught? They avoid. They don't want to talk about it. Right? So when they avoid, the parents don't realize it exists very much. So they keep on talking. Right? And the child keeps on avoiding. So it's a vicious cycle. Sometimes the second reaction that they have is they become aggressive. Right? They mimic their parents' conflict in return. The third thing they do is they directly confront their parents and say, look, you need to keep me out of this. And that actually is the most effective for them. But they have to say it numerous times. But that only comes with age. Because we tell our children, don't talk back to your parents. Right? So they're not going to talk back to their parents usually. But as they age, they increase in their competence and their ability to, or they gain efficacy. They think they now have the ability to tell their parents, look, don't put me in the middle of it.